Good day, everyone. I am Kyla Policarpio, and today we are going to talk about linguistic philosophy in education. So, linguistic philosophy in education is a way of thinking that highlights the importance of language and communication in our learning and in our life. It says that being able to clearly express our thoughts and feelings is a big part of what makes us human. Linguistic philosophy in education is about how we use language to express our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. It says that being able to speak or write clearly is very important because it helps us to share what we know, what we believe, and what we feel. So, this is the reason why we teach language to our students to help them become better at saying what they mean and to understand what others are saying. So, communication helps us connect with other people and to clearly express ourselves in a way that others can understand too. So students need to learn how to send and receive message clearly. So we need to teach them the three ways on how we communicate to other people. Number one is verbal communication. When we say verbal communication, it's about um, spoken and written. Ato ang pagstorya, ang ato ang pagsulat. Number two is nonverbal communication. When we say nonverbal communication, it's about our body language, how we use our facial expression, postures, and gestures. Number three is paraverbal. When we say paraverbal, it is the tone of our voice. Kung soft lang ba kita or soft or loud kita mo storya, or slow or fast kita mo storya. So learning these three helps them become better good communicator to other people. So kay sa tanan dili biya sa tanan panahon biya kay kanang in different situation ba, dili sa tanang panahon kinang kusog ato ang tingog kung mastoryata. Dili sa tanan panahon soft ato ang tingog kung mastoryata. It is also important to teach students how to use the correct grammar, clear words, and proper sentence structure so that others can understand them better. And they should grow their vocabulary, which means learning more words. I have this teacher before when I was in elementary. Are you familiar with um, the word of the day? So, naa siya ihatag nga word every day. Like, for example, mahatag siya og kanang beautiful, i-explain niya kung unsa ang ibig sabihin sa beautiful. After niya i-explain, magtawag siya og random students, tapos moingon siya, can you use beautiful in a sentence? Ning ana. Na, pagkaugma na pod, maghatag na pod siya word of the day, kung dahay kanang smart. Ihatag na pod niya ang example, tapos magtawag na pod siya bata, use the word in a I use smart in a sentence ning ana. Tapos i-recall to niya tong beautiful. Tapos ang smart ug ang beautiful iyahang i-connect ning ana in a sentence. Ning ana. So kanang ning ana nga technique sa isa ka teacher kay makatabang sa mga bata nga magkaroon sila og another knowledge about ani nga word. Kay magamit man nila in the future. And we need to understand that communication fails because of barriers like noises, um, misunderstanding of body language, and an unclear message. That's why we need to be careful when we speak and when we listen, especially when we teach students in elementary. Kay na may usahay nga kanang mamali tag litok, magtahay blue, nya mo sulo imong malito kay blow. Lahi biya ang ibig sabihin sa blue ug ang blow. Ningana. So, ang students magkaroon siya confusion og kanang mamali ang iyahang pronunciation og ma-apply niya sa kadugayan ba in the future. So, dili pud siya mao. So, we need to be careful. Learning many language is also a big advantage because a person who can speak more than one language can talk with other people and to understand their culture. Multilingual people often have more opportunities because they can connect with more communities. So, ang isa ka bata, kung unsaon man nimo ni pagtudlo sa bata. Number one, ato ang language man jud kay Bisaya una. Tapos Filipino, tapos English. multilingual na ang tawag ana kay we can speak in many language. So unsaon man na nimo pag-help ang isa ka student para makastorya siya og ning ana. Let's say for example mohatag ka og kinang Bisaya, Tagalog ug English. Kaya na naman jud na daan sa elementary ng mother tongue, Filipino and English. So imuha siyang tudluan kay sa Bisaya. Ang nasa sa Bisaya nga column, iring lang ang naa tapos blanco ang Tagalog ug ang Filipino ug ang English. So i-fill in na nila kung unsay Filipino sa iring ug unsa ang English sa iring. Kung tahay iring, tapos answer sila pusa. Tapos unsay English sa pusa is cat ning ana. So the best way to teach language is through experience. This means that students should get a lot of practice speaking, writing, and even using proper body language. Teachers should let students talk, ask questions, share their thoughts, and even have a real conversation. I have this teacher before that kanang unsa tawag anyway na ako experience nga nag-report ko sa tunga tapos ana siya, can you speak English nga wala siya wala mi niya gina-practice ba nga naga-speak mi og English. Tapos nag-reporting ko ana ko nga okay ma'am, so ako nga dili ko kabalo kaayo mo speak og English ato nga time kay lahi biyang Bisaya ug ang English lahi ba na sila nga language. So I really did my best in speaking English to deliver my report. Tapos in the middle of my reporting kay nagkabalintong-balintong naman akong English, ana siya nga di makakabalo mo English gang oy kinang balintong-balintong man ang imuhang words ning ana siya. Tapos ako nga naa dito sa atubangan kinapaulawan ko gikatawan ko sa ako ang mga classmates. So kinang is it correct nga i-correct ko sa isa ka teacher ug ning ato kinang iyahang way of giving feedback sa ako aba in the middle of my reporting stop ko na and she said that kind of thing. So ako naghatag to og trauma sa ako naghatag to og trauma sa ako na I feel like kung mag-speak og English there is something wrong, kung kuan ba ko kanang wrong grammar ba ko ako ang ginaingon. So mao to basig lahi pod ang approach sa teacher ato tapos lahi ang take nga lahi akong pagdawat ba sa feedback sa isa ka teacher nga nahimo siyang trauma sa ako and I am afraid in speaking English in the public or in many kinandagang tao ba because kinang feeling nako mali akong ginastorya o wrong grammar ko ngan. So we need to be careful no, especially when we give feedback to our students because feedback is very important kay dira biya ta mo grow, dira ta mo adjust sa atoang kulang ug sa atong mga mali. So we need to be careful. So when students exchange ideas in class, they don't just learn new words. They learn from each other's experiences. So linguistic philosophy in education helps us understand the power of language. It teaches us that communication is not just all about talking. It's about making connection, sharing meaning, and understanding one another. So your philosophy of education is the foundation of your teaching. It shapes how you view your students and what you believe is important to teach, and how you choose to teach it. This belief system guides your decision when planning lessons and when you're in the classroom. Every activity, method, and goal you set as a teacher is influenced by your personal philosophy. That's all. Thank you.